Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be doing noodles, beef noodles. So this is the Big Daddy steaks that I go on about. They're about £6.70, £6.80 in Aldi, and I think they're really good value. So they're a thick cut rump steak. So what I do, I tend to go through and I cut any fat off. That's purely because my son, he just doesn't like the texture really. So I cut it all off. So I'm thinly slicing this like that, and I'm just going to pop it into a bowl. There's some offcuts there. I'm going to fry that off, and that's for the dogs. They can have that bit. Yeah, I did leave a bit extra meat on for the boys as well. So I'm just going to be making a marinade. So I'm putting a little bit of Chinese 5-spice. I'm going to grate some ginger, and I'm going to put some ginger in there. And I'm going to put some garlic in, about 3-4 cloves of garlic, and some dark soy sauce. And then I'm just going to leave the beef to marinate. It'll obviously soak all of the flavours up, and the soy sauce will also tenderise the beef as well, even though really those steaks are quite tender anyway. I've never had a tough one. So yeah, I can highly recommend them as well, because like I say, you get a lot of meat for your money. In comparison, I think it's a good value, good deal anyway. So there's me. I'm crushing the garlic into the marinade mix there. Now Carl made this noodle dish. That's what he does. He puts out mushrooms. He puts all sorts in, to be honest. But I'm just using what I've got. To be fair, my little grater. Honestly, somebody bought us that. I don't know. I can't even remember. I've had it years, to be honest. But yeah, my little mini grater there for the ginger. And then I'm just doing all this by eye, to be honest, and by preference. So just all guesswork. Squirt some of that in there. Give it a good mix round. That's going in the fridge for the rest of the day. So I'll come back later on and we'll get cracking with the rest of the prep. Next, I'm going to prep the noodles. These are just medium egg noodles and the cheapest chips, about £1, I think, for the packet. Maybe a little bit more, but not that much. So all I'm going to do, put the quantity of noodles that you want, and just soak them in some boiling hot water. And that's all I do for the noodles. Sometimes Carl puts them in and then puts the lid on, and then the noodles, like, sort of, they don't go as soft, but they go like they soak all the flavours up, and they're really nice. So in addition to that, I'm going to put some bean sprouts in, some pepper and some onion, and there's the noodles there. So they're kind of softening, but if you put them straight into your pan and sort of almost steam them, they take the flavour on. They're really nice. So there's my beef there, looking lovely. So I've put that into a hot frying pan. I'm just going to fry that off. Some people might like a little bit more colour on the veg, but that's just how we like it. So I'm just adding in my bean sprouts there. Fry them off for a minute or so, just so they're still crunchy. And then I'm going to add the noodles in and some peas. Now what I also added in, I added a little bit more soy sauce, and I added a couple of tablespoons of hoisin sauce as well. And I got some spring onion from the garden, and I've chucked that in there as well. And this is the finished result, and it was absolutely beautiful. So that's our beef noodle, and that's what we had for our tea. So that was absolutely beautiful. So I'd recommend giving that a go.